What's up, Premier Guitar fans? It's Shawn Hammond at Musikmesse Frankfurt 2010, Day 3. We're here at the Orange booth, in the back of the booth, because we've got a world exclusive on a really cool new thing that Orange is doing. We've got Charlie here. He's going to tell us about what's going on. In the background, we've also got Adrian here, who's going to crank out some licks when the time is appropriate. So, Charlie, tell us what all this is. I don't think anyone is used to seeing these kind of jacks on an Orange amp.
Basically, what we've done here is it's a Orange amplifier. Well, not really amplifier. What it is, it's a computer with a built-in JBL three-way audio speaker. So what we've done here is not actually a Orange speaker. It's actually a hi-fi speaker. So, and on top of that, we've added a computer as well as a dedicated graphics card if you're a proper gamer. And on the top here, we have the Wi-Fi antenna. Gives you a wireless G, and it gives you a really great signal. By having it on the top of the amplifier, we actually get a much better signal. There's usually on the desktop towers, you always have the Wi-Fi at the back of the computer, and usually that actually restrains the signal quite a bit. So having it on the top, you get a great signal. Also, we have the thing that makes us different from other computers by quite a bit is not just the 8-inch speaker, but you actually have a dedicated guitar jack right there. That actually plugs straight into the motherboard. The advantage is that you get ultra low latencies of like 1 ms, and you get a great sound as well.
Okay, so we've got a mono or stereo switch here, right? Because you can add an extension speaker. We've got one over here to operate in stereo, right? Of course, we've got the obligatory USB jacks that every computer needs. And you mentioned that it's going to come standard with like a regular video graphics card, but you can get the super duper upgrade for the video game quality one, right?
At the moment, it's got an integrated 9300 by NVIDIA. That's basically okay for very casual gaming, and also will power the Windows 7 area effects quite well. But if you're if you're like a bit of a geek like me and you want to do proper gaming, you've got the ATI Radeon 5670, which is the 512 megabyte version, which really does accelerate your games. And on top of that, you can actually plug in, with this version, you can plug in up to 3 monitors, make use of ATI Infinity, and you can basically have a game across 3 TV screens, if you will.
Okay, so everyone's wondering, well, why would Orange do this? So the coolest part is that on screen, we can't show on screen right now because this is still sort of a prototype. They're still working out what the exact software is going to be, but of course there's going to be modeling software that you can plug into the top of the computer. It's called the OPC, right? You can plug in and choose from a number of models and crank it out through the speaker. So, right?
That's right, yeah. The whole idea of like the concept of it was like, how on the other side of the spectrum you've got Apple's making like the Apple Mac, and they've kind of like made computers cool. Like before they used to be just really geeky. Then Apple came about, iTunes kind of linked it in with music really well. On the other side of the spectrum you've got us PC guys who are like still seen as like quite geeky stuff, but there isn't anything that's really cool and like really like fun to use on the PC side that's music orientated. So these really made for those like geeks out there who are also proper musicians and really want to like have a lot of fun with their PC and make some music.
Awesome. Well, I don't think you can get any cooler than having the wicker grill on your computer. So, all right. If that's all we wanted to tell us about it, why don't we listen to Adrian crank out some licks? Sounds awesome. Okay, so when are you thinking this is going to be available? I know you're still working out some things like the software, but
we have to finalise basically the kind of software that we'll be providing on it, because we want it basically to where users can just get it out of the box, plug in their guitar, and they're all set to go. So there's no like trial software. Everything on there is like the full version. So when we get everything sorted out that side, then it'll be out quite soon. I mean, we're looking at maybe like 2 to 4 months, something like that. So yeah.
Okay, well, thanks so much for trusting us enough. I have to tell you, I came by just, you know, I thought that the only thing new for you guys at this show was kind of the black covering being available on amps, and then Cliff pulls me into the back and says, no one else has seen this before. I want to show you. He was giddy with excitement, and I really appreciate you guys showing us. So thank you, Charlie. Adrian.
Cheers. Good show.
You too. I'm Shawn Hammond, and you're watching PremierGuitar.com.